only for mature audiences.
Spend time with your family?
Sure I do.
Good. Unless a man that doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
Once upon a time, there were three very different wrestling fans.
What's up, people? We are back. It is so good to be
We are
back.
back.
What are we doing?
We are back. Yes, we are. Oh, how we doing? We're doing really good. At least I know I'm doing good. How about you two?
It's been a while. We are back. We have revamped.
It
For
has.
those of you that are new
And
to the
better than
channel,
ever.
OTTR Mob. I'm Thierry, and I'm joined here with my good sisters, Christy and Charlene. And we are BlackHarts. Pretty much, we mainly just represent women wrestling fans. And our show is primarily about women's wrestling, but it goes beyond that. And we're just here to have fun and chat with you guys and just talk all things wrestling, whether WWE, New Japan, AEW. We are all about it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do, everyone.
So what have we got?
Glad to have you guys join us.
If you haven't already, please make sure that you like this video. Even though the video has not yet started, just like it because you're gonna like it anyway. Subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. So yeah, let's go. What's the first topic?
What is the first topic, by the way? Oh God. Oh, by the way, go to Linktree and Off the Top Rope / Off the Top Rope podcast. You'll find all kinds of stuff. Amongst other things. Sorry. And also try the fabulous energy drink that I am drinking, W Energy. Use the code OTTRMOB and you can save 10% off whatever you decide. Now I have mine in an Adidas tumbler. Also, we are brand ambassadors for DreamAlive University. Use coupon code OTTRMOB. You can save 15% off, like, say, the amazing shirt that I'm wearing today, of course. There you go. And if you want some shades or some great jewelry, you can go to Solaced, getsolaced.com. Again, use coupon code OTTRMOB and you save 25% off your order on that. And they have really cool stuff. So,
who doesn't like saving money anyways? So.
Who doesn't like? I mean, I like saving money. I enjoy saving money. I save money on my W hat here, so there you go.
Nice.
Yes.
It's looking good. It's looking good. I still need to get mine. So if you haven't already got yours, please make sure you help the OTTR mob, support us and, add to our bank balance as well and add to your order. Thank you.
So let's get into our...
Yeah, let's first topic, let's talk about the man. Miss Becky Lynch went at the main event of this Tuesday's NXT. She beat Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship. And by winning that, she became a Grand Slam champion, which is amazing. As a big fan of hers, I am really, really happy for it. But do you ladies think this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, I'm 50-50 about this.
Yes.
Of course, yes, it's amazing. She's now Grand Slam champion.
Mhm.
And now, if I'm not mistaken, all 4 of the horsewomen are now Grand Slam champions. Perfect.
Yes, they are.
But at the same time, I just feel this thing of having main roster people take titles from the NXT, it does
Right.
nothing for the brand. The brand
Right.
is a developmental stage. And
It
the
is.
main question here is, if Becky is the the NXT women's champion, how is that developing the women on the NXT stage? Yeah,
That's a
so
good
that's
question.
my take on it.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah.
Shar?
That's exactly what the problem is. It's like, is it like like if you're turning NXT into, are you turning NXT into like the developmental project? Because if you are, why are you bringing up the main roster people to take titles off your developmental people? Like, how does that benefit them? Are you supposed to be building them up to bring them up to the main roster?
Right.
So if you're doing that, then what's the point of bringing main roster people down to take those titles when, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations to her, Becky, and everything, becoming Grand Slam champion. But is this really beneficial to the developmental? Since they say NXT is developmental, is it really beneficial to them to have main roster people taking it off them?
That is a good question. I think the main thing that they're trying to do with NXT, based on what I've read, is they're trying to turn it into the third brand. And maybe this is why they're having main roster stars like Becky, like Dana Brooke, like Mustafa Ali go down to NXT to really help develop these young talents like a Tiffany Stratton, who, by the way, I think she came out of that title match looking very strong.
Yep,
absolutely. And they got some good talent that is main roster ready, but I don't know.
I feel like, and this is some people are not going to feel the same way.
No, probably not.
Like, essentially, if they want to do this thing of putting main roster talent on NXT, they should put the people that have been sitting on the back bench.
Right. I think Dana Brooke was one of those people who's kind of on the back burner.
Dana Brooks, perfect sense. Or if it was a thing of they wanted to shed light on the NXT women, they should have sent Rhea Ripley or Io Sky onto NXT.
Right. What they did with Rhea, she had a match against Lyra Valkyra, and Lyra came out looking really good in that match against Rhea.
Oh, yeah.
They are
Yeah,
both,
she did.
I remember that. I watched it and I was like, whoa.
You know? Yeah, seeing as they're both the current women's champion on the main roster and they are ex-NXT talent. Not to say that Becky is ex-NXT talent, but you get what I mean. They are like the more recent people. So that for me, I feel like would work much more perfect. But I'm just scratching my head. Why do we have Becky as NXT women? I'm not hating. Congratulations. Good on you, girl. Don't come for me, Lynch fans. I'm a massive Lynch fan. But I'm just confused. I'm just really confused. Like,
I know. I mean, I get it was a title that she'd never held before. Yeah.
Yeah. But then you see people saying, oh, she's just going to hold it until maybe No Mercy and then give it back and have Tiffany win it back. But then what's the point? You're just hot-shotting the women's title down there. So, like, what's the benefit of the...
Yeah, I don't see it.
If you're just going to be
predictions, though.
Would you guys have felt a different way if Becky lost that match to begin with?
I would have been sad, but I would have been like, you know what? If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
I feel like there is a better way in making... If the plan was to make Tiffany look good, then they should have just let her beat Becky. It doesn't diminish Becky's achievements or her wrestling skills, essentially, because at the end of the day, everyone has to win or lose matches. I just don't see any concrete reason that is, sustainable as to why Becky is the current NXT Women's Champion. But congratulations to her, but it don't make sense.
No. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Even though I'm happy for her, she finally got that one championship she's never held in her career, and now she has it.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see where this actually goes.
Yeah.
But I feel like those behind the scenes at NXT really need to just sit down and look at themselves and kind of understand why is it that they're bringing main roster talent onto
Yep.
NXT, especially since we know it as being a developmental platform. So the main question that's in everyone's head is, what are they doing that is developing the NXT talent? And which is why I asked earlier, what does Becky being champion have to do with developing the women's roster on NXT? But anyways, each man to their own views. Each man to their own views.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see how it
Yeah.
goes.
Well, they
But
got No Mercy
congratulations.
coming up. They got No Mercy coming up, so we'll see who Becky faces. There is a slew
Yep.
of challengers, I'm sure, lining up. Like Kiana James had a segment with Becky on Tuesday, and you have Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, Blair Davenport. So, I mean, the list is endless of who Becky can face now that she's a NXT Women's Champion.
I think my wish and my hope is for her to not hold on to that title for so long, because it doesn't benefit her. Yes, now she's Grand Slam champion. Congratulations, Kudos. That's a major achievement, but she doesn't need it. She doesn't need it,
but
no,
she never held it, so now she's got it. So that's like another thing checked off the list.
So what are we? So what are we turning it into now? Are we turning it into, let's just give the people that don't have the accolades to build up their legacy? Because it's like you were saying, it's like she doesn't need it. Her legacy's already defined. She's already like a future Hall of Famer. So it's like, did she really need the title? No, but
no,
100%. I feel like
ignorant are ignorant of their ignorance.
I feel like it's like an element of I don't know, just trying to, polish up the trophies that are already in her career. But at the same time, like I've just said,
shine them up.
Even if it doesn't matter how many days she holds the title for, as long as she doesn't go past No Mercy, we will still know her as a Grand Slam champion. So if they try to a Roman Reigns, I will be pissed because that's not her title. She needs to give it away.
Exactly. You don't want her ending up like Mandy Rose at all.
100%.
No.
100%. No need. The man
I say Mandy Rose and we get that reaction. Oh my god. Okay. Char's going in and out again.
He was just kidding.
We are kidding. We are kidding, by the way. We know there are a lot of you out there love Mandy. We're not going to judge you for it. Oh my god.
Before we get the smoke.
Yes.
But yeah, ideally, happy for Becky. Congratulations to her. We just need to see how it goes.
Yes,
ideally, and just see how the NXT people behind the scenes, the likes of Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, exactly.
And I have faith in him. I don't.
Yeah.
There are some things that he does that I kind of just have to look to the side and be like, okay, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We'll generally.
Mr. Heartbreak Kid, we hope you know what you're doing, sir.
Yeah, you better be fixing stuff.
Hello, Mr. J.
What's up, Eric the Joker from the Wrestling Asylum?
Mr.
Lots
J
of
is
love.
here watching us. Yes.
Lots of love. We can see you guys in the comments. We are glad that you're with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, Dre.
What's up, Dre? We appreciate the love, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the OTTR Mob. Perfect. Right. Shall we move on to the next topic, ladies?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Next topic.
It's gonna be entertaining.
All right.
Did we see the last match of Jade Cargill in AEW? Rumors are going around lately that she's been that she's WWE bound. Rumors are going around that she, her contract's up, and she went over and put over Chris Statlander on Rampage last night. And so rumors are, is she WWE bound, or is she going to sign here? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
You want to go first, Terry, or me?
Do you want to know why I'm laughing? I find this whole situation so funny. The reason why I find it funny is because is Jade WWE deserving? And I'm not saying this to diminish her talent or to diminish her character. Although I'm not a major AEW fan, I do follow her and I've seen her in the ring and I've seen her outside of the ring. But we have Bianca Belair, right? Who is currently the face of Black female wrestling.
Yes.
My fear is that if Jade comes to WWE, she will have the hype for a couple of months and then she will end up like our dear good sis Trinity. Underused, taken advantage of. And that's my major fear. Will they be able to, and I'm not saying she has to be like Bianca Belair, but my concern is what will her character be like? How will they build her up to be on the same level as, not necessarily on the same level as Bianca, but so that she isn't in the shadow. Because the problem we had Naomi and we had Bianca Belair and we had Sasha Banks as the main Black females on the WWE roster, and the only two people that had light shed on them was Bianca Belair and Sasha, and then obviously after a while it felt like it was just Bianca in the spotlight. So that's why I find it funny, because I don't know if she will last long in WWE. What do you guys think?
I'm a little worried for
That's
Jade
my
because, same fear here, because you look at what happened with Sasha, aka Mercedes, and Trinity. They had to leave WWE in order to really achieve the success that they really wanted to have. And I just fear with Jade, she's either going to be molded into like the next Bianca, or they're just going to try and tone her down, because her in-ring character in AEW is like, she says, "I'm that bitch," and I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, you are, and you are awesome because of it." She has the look, she has the skills. Yes, she's gotten better in the ring. We saw that in the match last night on Rampage against Chris Statlander. She's just gotten better, and I just fear that WWE is going to take everything that makes Jade great, and they're just going to do away with it. And I hate that for her. She deserves so much.
She does, and that's my fear too. Is like she's improved in the ring. I mean, but she's still green. So I think like she could benefit from some time if she's going to WWE in the NXT system a little bit.
Right.
But the problem with it is with the amount of money that she's rumored to be wanting and making. They said they're going to push her straight up to the main roster. And I mean,
that's another fear. What if she's not ready?
That's my fear. It's like she's not ready to be main roster bound yet.
There's a video that is circulating around where she explains that she didn't know how to use a chair. She was just told by Tony Khan, "Yep, so you're going to use a chair in this match," and she learned on the job. And
guess who taught her how?
There is no room to be doing that. Although there are some really great mentors on the main roster, there will be people to help her. But how fast will she be able to, to get her head in the game? She can't afford to slack.
I think Smart, Mark Sterling, and the Baddies are still under contract to AEW. Great point by Eric. If the rumors are true, Jade could get lost in the shuffle, and my fear is this: we will see not just watered down, but with Nia Jax returning, if they cross paths, can we?
That's another thing too.
Nia back, oh my lord!
Right now, in terms of the women's roster, things aren't so.
They're a little thin right now.
We have had brilliant matches, not to mention, the recent match that we just seen with Trish and Becky. We are seeing brilliant things, right? But it's with specific individuals. The problem is, bring in Jade. Where does she stand? I would personally want to see her on SmackDown. I don't think she has a place on Raw at all. But my issue is, if she is on SmackDown and that's where Bianca Belair is, how are they going to manage the two out? Because here's just the honest truth, right? And I'm speaking from a Black female wrestling fan perspective. People are going to compare. It's going to happen. People are going to.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And the
They're
issue
gonna look at them
is
like they're both
WWE
undeniably athletic and all that other stuff.
100%. They
Yeah.
are both brilliant athletes. So the issue is WWE really needs to sit down and compare each character and make sure that they are complete opposites and they are both contributing to the brand in one way or another. It can't be one person's here and one person's there, because people are going to compare and contrast, and they're going to compare and contrast in nasty ways. That's just
Yes, they
that's
will.
just the truth.
Mm.
100%. What would you guys like to see Jade on SmackDown, on Raw? You know, question goes
I would
to both
probably
of you
go-
guys in the comments.
Okay. SmackDown.
Okay. What about you, Shah?
I don't know why. Well, then again, I
know.
don't want her interacting with Bianca until they come up with a really good storyline where these
That's what
two
I'm
actually
saying,
do
though.
have to face each other.
And with Bianca being on SmackDown, though, you know, they're going to want to go straight into that program, too. So it's like maybe Raw would be the better fit for her. I mean, but then what
Maybe.
scares me there is you have Nia Jax there. And I mean,
And
But I
Rhea
feel like
Ripley. I mean, oh
with-
my lord.
With Raw, I don't think there would be a problem with Jade going on the same roster as Nia, because Nia is, I want to say she's like the equivalent to, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a terrible comparison,
Right.
but I feel like she's like okay, let me explain before people in the comments start firing me, okay?
Okay, go for it.
'Cause I know how
Go
people
for
are.
it.
I feel like Nia is like the Batista
Oh.
to Jade's, let's just say
Okay.
to Jade's I don't know.
what would you
Jade,
say the same about Nyla?
I'm just gonna say a random name, right?
Here we go.
I'm gonna say Nia is like the Dave Batista to Jade's Jay Uso. They are two separate characters.
Whoa.
They are two separate characters. I hope you
Oh
understand
my
what I'm trying
goodness.
to say.
Yeah.
They are two different people. So it wouldn't really affect her in comparison to Jade being on the same platform as Bianca, because they're both quite similar, although Jade is more of a heel and Bianca's more of a face, in my opinion. So
Yes.
there won't be as many clashes between Nia and Jade as there will be with Bianca and Jade. So when I say Batista and Jay, I'm not like, talking about necessarily abilities. I'm more focusing on characters. They are two different people. So I don't think we have anything to fear when it comes to Jade and Nia being on the same platform. We have everything to fear if Jade is on the same platform as Bianca Belair.
Good point by the boss. Jade on Raw. Keep Bianca away. Keep her and Bianca away from each other till WrestleMania. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
These women
definitely.
spell and
Definitely.
instead. It came out that way.
disagree, and I know people are gonna shout at me and say, "Oh,
Jade is the female
Dre,
Goldberg.
really? Oh, she's not. Oh my
Come
god,
on.
dude! Seriously,
Come on.
she's not. She is not Goldberg. I've never seen her.
No.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
That's the shit.
I was gonna say I've
For
never seen her
real.
touch a jackhammer or a spear. So
I genuinely just don't feel like."
Yeah.
I don't know. This is so mind-boggling. Because you mentioned WrestleMania. I don't want Bianca anywhere near Jade. I don't want
Okay.
her anywhere
No.
near Jade in the
no,
WrestleMania.
you can't. No,
Because I'm
not
just
at
gonna
all.
think. I'm just gonna think Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. I don't want that.
No.
My issue is this with Jade. They fully rushed this instead of teasing and building like they did with Roman and Cody, promos and face-to-face.
Bingo.
No physical contact whatsoever until their match.
Exactly. That would be smart to build up that way, like Roman and Cody, instead of just boom.
100%. My issue is with the comment that was made about Bianca and Jade staying away from each other until WrestleMania. What I really want for Binky so bad is for her to have beaten all four of the Horsewomen. And in my head, I don't know how WWE is going to do this, but in my head, I already see Bianca versus Charlotte Flair. I see it happening. I don't know how it's going to. Maybe I don't expect it to be a title match. It can be non-title, but that's really what I want for her so bad.
Yeah.
Versus Jade at WrestleMania.
No. In terms of the Jade versus Bianca versus Charlotte. Side note: Bianca wants to face Charlotte. That way, she can say she beat all four of the Horsewomen. So So it would be for her case, it would
Yeah.
be bragging rights.
I don't think we should see Jade and Bianca and Joe. I don't know. Maybe another pay-per-view, just not
Right.
WrestleMania.
No.
Leave that alone.
Yeah, that might
No.
that
Definitely
might
not.
be too big of a deal for both of them. That could blow the show away. Yeah.
That
But
could blow
again,
the show away.
She's the equivalent of Dre.
She is the.
She's the equivalent of
No,
Goldberg.
she's not.
Oh God, no,
Dre,
she isn't.
Stop with that comment, bro.
No more of the Goldberg.
Plus, I do hope this for Jade. The WWE doesn't screw it up and really shit the bed.
KB.
Jade has momentum with fans, and any disruption can ruin it.
Hey, KB.
Love you.
Baby.
Lots of love, lots of love. We've got some
Nice
international
little heart right here.
straight from Mexico. Hope you're doing
Straight from the
well.
Gulf of Mexico.
But no, I don't know, guys. I mean, if Jade does come to WWE, congratulations to her because she is an amazing talent.
She is.
But where do we put her? Is the
Good
question.
Mhm.
She does not belong on NXT whatsoever.
Nope.
That's
I think
out
she's
of the picture.
too good for NXT.
You know. But between Raw and SmackDown, Triple H really needs to sit down and think very well as to what he is going to do.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest, I don't think she needs to come this soon. They can even bring her at Royal Rumble.
Have it be like that mystery entrant in the Royal Rumble, like they've done before in the past.
Yeah.
Well, she does not need to come.
Number
That would work
25,
out
and
well.
then you hear a storm is coming, and then here she is.
You know, it would be nice. So I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. It's a tough one, man.
Only time will tell.
It is a tough one. It is a tough one. But congratulations to Jade for realizing her potential. You know, it's all about the money. Money is good.
Faith, angels. It's called faith.
Hopefully, it works out well for her there. Like,
Yeah, I hope so too.
that's something she really wants.
Yeah. So, next topic.
Let's do it. Oh yeah. Now this definitely sounds like something here. Oh jeez, what am I doing? Whoop! We got to do a commercial. Whoops.
We are gonna here.
Commercial.
Right.
Commercial break.
So
Commercial.
grab a snack, some water or something, and make sure you're here.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Way home, tiptoe over nos cracks, cab ride back, keep running that song back. Got stomach that loss, got me staring right in your face, and now my eyes red like insomniacs. Try to find myself getting lost and found, cemetery keep asking my God's at. Life burn belly like cognac, Fed chase, yeah I came a long way from that. Head spin, shot round, God get electric. Walk in the rain, zero next to percentage. Why I hate bouncers, screw on the entrance. Knew that I'll find loose screws where I left it. My head blow, bad feelings, I gotta let go. Stressed out, got me sitting all alone. Cracking my phone, yeah I keep cracking my phone, so I'm saying that you couldn't get a hold. Killing me slowly, running my nose, keep dropping my rollie, throwing up on my clothes, nightmare, that dream that you saw me, throwing my phone, can't fill up the phonies, running my nose, dropping my rollie, head blow like balloons, why don't you let me down slowly, rock stuck in my nose, keep dropping my rollie, throwing up on my clothes, nightmare, that dream that you saw me, throwing my phone, can't fill up the phonies, running my nose, dropping my rollie, head blow like balloons, why don't you let me down slowly.
Once upon a time, you were three very different wrestling fans.
makes you stranger?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Miss Layla Gray, and you are listening to Off the Top Rope podcast. Y'all need to check out this interview. Check out my man, because he knows how to do his damn job. So, check it out. Stay tuned.
Well, this is Tana Lee, all you want to see, and I'm here on Off the Top Ropes Radio. And make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and share for more.
All right, boys, what do you got? I jacked the van load of that Xana stuff last night.
Yeah, and I hit a shipment of that Metabo whatever.
Xana stuff? Metabo whatever? Forget about it. Now, what about you, Taz? What's the word on the streets?
I got a guy, Joey Numbers, works down at the Port Authority. Word is the strongest stuff's coming in today.
Now you're talking.
Stacker 2. It's the world's strongest fat burner. Capiche?
Always asking me, Booker T, how'd you come up with that spinneroonie?
Booker, baby, time for your favorite, Chef Boyardee beefaroonie.
Chef Boyardee beefaroonie out of sight.
Stop that spinneroonie mess and get in his kitchen.
Yep, if it wasn't for great tasting Chef Boyardee beefaroonie, the spinneroonie would have never been born.
Everybody loves the great taste of Chef Boyardee beefaroonie, and that's beefaroonie, not beefaroonie.
Tell me you didn't just say that.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
And we are back from commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Hope your break went well and everything, and you got us nice and refreshed and got a nice look, really ready to rock and roll here. So let's get into our next topic. This has been a major issue going on in the world of women's wrestling, especially in particular. The women are being booked in all promotions, AEW, but in WWE, NXT, some of them, the timing of these matches and everything with the way the women are being booked has been abysmal. Like, you're getting women's matches that are being booked for 3, 4, 5-minute matches every single week or every other week and stuff. So it's like, and then you don't even have, you don't.
Uh-oh.
It's absolutely insane, honestly. And
yeah.
The timing of these in 2023, we are having short-timed matches. Hello,
we are.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, I mean, do you not realize that the women can actually go the distance just as well as the guys can? They can have those 20, 30-minute matches. I mean, huh? It doesn't make sense to me at all.
It's so sad that we are in, the era that we're in when it comes to sports in general, and women aren't getting the recognition that they deserve.
No.
Yeah.
Whether it's like professional
they
wrestling
don't, and
or
then,
women's basketball, they don't get that respect.
No. You look at a promotion like Impact, who does so well with their women's division and everything.
They do.
Their women get like plenty of shine. They get plenty of time for their matches, and they get more than one women's match per show. So you get like 2, 3 women's matches. AEW get like 1 women's match a show. It's not a lot of time, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And it's the same people every week. This is what the problem's turning into. Look at, especially in like the WWE. I mean, where have you seen Candace? Where have you seen Indy Hartwell? Where have you seen half these other names that you just brought back? You don't see them on TV half the time. So it's like same with AEW. It's like the same people every week being thrown into the women's title pictures. You see Britt every time. You see Sheeta. You see Tony and Saraya and all them. But what about any of the other women? Why aren't they being thrown into the title picture? Like, what about your Willows? What about your Sky Blues? You're supposed to be building them up too.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is the problem with what way the women are being booked in these promotions. Is Impact the only one who's been booking their women the correct way? Do they need to like learn a lesson from Impact and be like, hey, this is the way to book your women? Because come on, like
it looks like they do though.
If I'm not mistaken, AEW has 3 shows, right? Collision, Dynamite, Rampage.
Rampage, yeah.
And then WWE has 3 shows.
Mm-hmm.
You look at Raw, which is a 3-hour show. You look at SmackDown, which is a 2-hour show, and the other shows which obviously have the number of hours in their shows.
Yeah.
Yet you only see 1 or 2 segments with women in it.
Mm-hmm.
I just in the era that we're now in, where women are trying to get the recognition that they would like.
Yep.
It's ridiculous that we are seeing matches that are less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The show. Have that same energy for the men as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have that same energy for the men, because I can't see a 20-minute promo with The Rock. Okay, fair enough. He's The Rock. All right.
He's The Rock. He's the man.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, this is like a one-time appearance thing. We're probably not going to see him after WrestleMania next year. Whereas these are long-term people who are contributing to the show in the long run, who are not getting the respect that they deserve. And essentially, if you're cutting time, or if you're telling them, oh, you've got 8 minutes, that's disrespect at the highest possible level.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it's good to see that they're finally being booked in the main events. A lot of these shows lately, they're getting a lot of main event slots, which they weren't getting before. But still, the timing of these matches, like you said, like 20. Do we really need like 20-minute promo segments to start every show? And then it cuts and then these people go overtime every single week, and then it cuts into the time of everything else. And women's segments get cut. They get taken off the show. Matches get taken off the show. I mean, how does that benefit your women's division if you don't showcase your other women talent that you have on the roster too? It's like the same story every single week that we keep complaining about, and nothing seems to be getting fixed or handled at all. It's like, what's going on?
I mean, unless you're an Impact and you know how to
when are we
book
gonna
the
start
women
fixing
correctly. Yeah.
You're not going to see anything. I just think it's really sad, especially when you have, absolute legends that are now returning, like the like of Trish Stratus, and they're coming back, and it's still the same shit that's taking place. Excuse my language, but it's just it's just the same crap that's taking place. At least, there's a much more variety of matches for women. Hell in a Cell matches, steel cage matches, all of that sort of stuff. But in order to keep your fans engaged, especially the specific fan base, which is the little girls and the big women that are watching these shows, you need to do stuff for us. Of course, yes, I literally, I fangirl over, the likes of Carmelo Hayes, but I don't want to see him on my screen for 50 minutes. I want to see someone that looks like me, whether she's skinny or black or white, or she's got big arms or she's got no big arms. Like, that's what I'm here to watch, I'm not here to watch 50 minutes of The Rock, who I can easily go on the WWE network and go watch his previous matches.
There you go.
Exactly.
It's like you can look up past episodes of Raw or SmackDown and then watch a Rock match or a Rock promo.
It's sad. I find it really sad, and it's disappointing.
And then on top of that, I went to the Dynamite show a few weeks ago. And the way the fans, male fans are treating the women wrestlers, it's absurd. Like I had a bunch of fans screaming at Anna Jay, hey, you're sexy, girl. Like, really, can we start talking about how good these women are in the ring instead of the way they look? Or are we going back to the Divas era? Give me a break.
We know about that Divas era. It's all bra and panty matches.
100%.
Yeah,
it's just terrible.
I feel like the major problem with, and I'll speak on behalf of WWE because that's my main promotion that I watch, the absence of Stephanie McMahon.
Oh yeah.
I feel like because Stephanie is not on the board, or because there isn't, a prominent female who understands the business that is on the board, we are seeing a lack of respect for the women on the roster, whether it be NXT, Raw, or SmackDown. And I think the major problem is because we don't have someone who has thought upon themselves. You know what? I'm gonna come back and contribute to the team. We look at the likes of what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Natalia's husband. Jeez.
Oh, Tyson Kidd.
Yes, there we go. Tyson Kidd. He's contributing and there's so many
backstage producing.
Exactly. There's so many other people that are contributing as well as Tyson Kidd. And I feel like we need more of the women also deciding, you know what, let me come back and get back. I know Molly Holly sometimes contributes as well, but it can't be a once in a while thing. It has to be a thing where Triple H and they come back and they say, you know what, let's really invest in the women's division. Eric says Vince would say the Divas era was
Agree.
He would. Let's say the Divas era is such good shit. Mr. People Power and the Bucky Beaver producer in the back would kiss the old man's ass. I do think we need to move forward, not back. I mean,
100%.
Absolutely. I think we're all saying it. They do need to move. They do need to move forward. And they need to give these women wrestlers the respect as in-ring performers, not eye candy.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want them to get their respect and love that they deserve for their in-ring talent, not being like, oh, she's got a nice looking behind, or this, or she's it's like, come on.
You see the comments on, like, say, AEW wrestler Sky Blue.
Sky Blue.
Most of them
What about Sky Blue?
They're talking about her butt. They're talking about her butt instead of how she's
That's
getting
what I'm
better in
saying.
the ring, how she's becoming a star. No, they want to talk about her booty, and that's wrong.
No.
I don't like it.
I think as well it's an issue.
No, I don't either. Because I feel like we're just moving backwards with the whole thing. Like I said, when I get the vibes of going back, like Eric said, instead of us moving forward with this whole division and building what they are in the ring, we're going backwards and being like, hey, like, are we going back to the Divas era again? Give me a break. Let's go forwards. Like, let's advance the women and showcase their talents in the ring.
I feel like for me, because I'm the youngest member on the team. I'm 20 years old. I grew up with the Divas of the 2010s era. So of course I do know about how the women were treated before 2010, but more specifically I understand how different things are between 2010 and 2023 as we are currently. There are some things that are different, and there are some things that just
Bobby,
need a
good point. Stardom
have great division.
They have great. I mean, you look at Julia, for example, New Japan Strong Women's Champion. She's good. She is really good in the ring.
She is good.
She's definitely someone I think people are going to be keeping an eye on to see where she goes if she decides to come here to the States or elsewhere. Thank you, Courtney.
With Bobby's point as well.
Yeah, Stardom's another women's show, the women's thing that has amazing women's talent in it and everything too. It's like that's what I'm saying. Like the only two shows that a pretty face with a booty and can wrestle is a combo. It is, but when we get people talking more about the former, not the latter, that's what the problem is. Like, it's okay to talk about how pretty and good looking they are, but when you're not talking about how they're improving in the ring or doing anything good in the ring, I mean, we're going backwards and everything. So
there's a major difference between the women's wrestling fan base and the male wrestling fan base. For those of you that don't know, I have a major crush on Carmelo Hayes. I have a major crush on that man. But you won't ever see me tweeting, oh my gosh, I wish Carmelo could do this to me and put me in this position and do this and do that. But the men have no shame. The men will say all sorts of degrading and disgusting stuff about women. And of course, yes, there's a small group of us women that, take it a little bit too far.
True.
But the men are the worst. And it's why I don't. If the people up top aren't giving the females respect in the ring, then I don't trust, my fellow male fans to also extend the same courtesy. So ideally, the problem is rooted in all different kinds of things, whether it's talking about pictures that they post on Instagram or a simple interview that they're having outside of the ring or their in-ring. It's too much noise.
It is
too much noise. I don't know.
Too much.
It is.
I really hope, because we're coming into a new the year is about to end. We're going into 2024, and the people we're revamping. AEW now has a new show, Collision. WWE has now sealed the deal with Endeavor, so hopefully we see something. And I think Bobby has a really major point when he speaks about of Stardom. Notice how these are non-American nations.
These are like ladies from Japan and also from Europe too.
So is it the American
Yes.
culture that is ruining women's wrestling.
Could be.
It could be deeply rooted in the American culture and the views on, gender roles in America.
Probably.
I don't know.
Possibly.
It could possibly be a much more deep-rooted problem, because if New Japan can do it, why can't the likes of WWE and AEW do the same?
It's true.
So
Exactly, especially because they're your two biggest promotions in the world, world. So like, if they're not going to start taking their women's division seriously, then why are we as fans supposed to be invested in take it seriously? If the companies and the higher ups don't care about the women, why are we supposed to care? Like, we could give them all the time in the world and go on the social media and say support women's wrestling and do this, but until the higher ups start changing things and giving and everything, then why are we supposed to care in a way? You know what I'm saying?
That's
100%. But hopefully, I don't know, ladies. This topic makes me sad because there's so much you can say.
It does. It makes me sad too.
It does. There's so many.
It's like it was a topic I didn't want to bring up, but then
that opportunity.
There's so much to say.
It's a topic I didn't even want to bring up. It's a topic I didn't even want to bring up, but then you see all the discussion online about book women better, and then you look and see the times of the matches these women are getting, then you're like, it needs to be brought up. Like,
it does.
Maybe we take it more seriously if people start paying more attention to what women in like pro wrestling fans like us are saying. Maybe they'll start listening to us more and be like, hey, they do have a point. Maybe we need to start taking this more seriously.
Yeah. Eric saying, okay, I don't wanna, but I have to. Sex appeal sells, and the higher ups do have to change. But if fans do lead, then they can follow. But money does talk, sadly. I mean, that's unfortunately true. Money
It's true, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like
it doesn't have to.
It's true because people want to think that way. It's like this. I hate avocados, but other people,
not a fan of them myself.
But I'm not gonna say, oh, avocados are the worst vegetables or fruits in the world, because they're not. It's just an opinion. This it's not fact at all. Look at the likes of Bianca Belair. Did Bianca Belair have to shake her behind to get to where she is right now?
Nope.
No.
This is a woman who got by on like her strength, her athletic ability, her in-ring skills. Yeah, she's a very looking woman, sure, but she's proven time and time again it's her talent, not the face, the body, that sort of thing, to shows why she's a star.
Rhea Ripley is the perfect example that I can bring.
She's gorgeous, but she's also undeniably good in the ring. And like Bianca, she can talk in the mic. She's so good.
Rhea literally cut her hair,
dyed it black because it was blonde,
and where she is right now because she was herself. A lot of the women on that platform, whether it's WWE, AEW, Impact, they fake it until they make it, and that is so terrible.
It is bad.
It's fake, but for the wrong reasons.
It's the same in Hollywood as well. I mean, the sex appeal is the same thing. It sells movie tickets, concerts, that sort of thing. It's the same thing. It's a sad truth.
We're in an era where young girls, especially young girls, and I'll speak for myself as well. Young girls, we're looking at these people and we are looking for a booster of our self-esteem to get it.
Yeah.
So if I see, for example, if I see Bianca Belair, and I'll speak about Bianca Belair because I'm black. If I see Bianca Belair come out, with, I don't know, her natural hair out, and she's wearing a much more tight-fitting costume, etc. In my head, I start thinking all these kind of things like, oh, maybe I need to look like her in order to get. And with wrestling and with any other platform, whether it be football or movies or whatever it is, you have to understand that you have an audience. So if you keep pushing out the same character, the same blonde girl, thick ass,
big boobs, that sort of thing,
you are going to have confused and very depreciated fans, which is bad. Which is really, really, really bad. And I'm speaking as someone who has suffered from an eating disorder in the past and has suffered from body dysmorphia in the past. It is not a good look. It is not a good look for the brand as well. So while sex appeal does sell, you will ruin a lot of minds. You will ruin a lot of minds. And there's a comment that's why Mandy Rose prospered. But
where is she? She's on OnlyFans.
Where is she now? And essentially,
she's showing off her booty and her body on OnlyFans for money.
And that is not benefiting the female wrestling base. It's benefiting the male base.
Yep.
But it doesn't get a TV time. It doesn't get a TV time.
No, it doesn't. So,
yes, sex appeal does sell, but it's such a very bad mindset to have. You are ruining.
Not a good one.
You look in the crowd, and there are more little kids than there are male. Than there are adults. There are so many little kids. Do you really want?
I mean, how many of them are wearing like whatever merch of their favorite wrestler, like their favorite, like a John Cena T-shirt? You see them wearing a Rock T-shirt. Bianca, they do. Yeah, like the little girls, like they want to have a nice, beautiful long braid, like Bianca does, or they want to, dye their hair black and cut their hair and wear black lipstick like Rhea does.
100%. So the thick ass and the big boobs, we get it. You were blessed. God blessed you with big boobs. Yep. Congratulations. But don't come on my TV thinking that you're appealing to me. You're not. No. Because there's some weak minds out there. Some people, they start overthinking, they start judging themselves, or the little girls that want to become wrestlers as well think that they have to be like that in order to make it. But that's not how it goes.
No.
So whilst people do have a point, yes, sex appeal does sell, but it sells for the wrong reason.
It does.
And it's up.
And Char's trying to get back in here.
The big people.
StreamYard.
They need to change. They need to do something. They need to change.
They gotta women on the rosters. AEW, WWE, they gotta give the women more of an opportunity than what they're getting right now.
100%.
They do.
Yeah. So thanks, Shaf, so much for bringing in that topic. It is a sensitive one.
Important.
It's important.
It is.
But we had to get it out. We had to let.
We do.
We have to get it out. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It isn't. We're coming into a new era. Like I said, AEW now has an extra show. WWE has now sealed their deal with Endeavor. So 2024.
So there should be no more excuses. No more excuses as to why.
Yeah. None at all.
None at all.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, are you with me?
Hell yeah.
Shall we move on to the next topic?
Let's do it.
Hello, guys. It's time for me to talk and lead. So, welcome to Tiri's Terrible Takes or Terrible Takes with Tiri. Now, how does this work? Every week, I will bring a wrestling take either from a tweet, a TikTok video, or of anything else, and it will be a terrible take. It will be a horrible take.
Oh my goodness.
However, here's the catch, okay, ladies, and I need you to listen carefully.
Okay.
No matter how terrible this take is, you are not allowed to criticize it. You have to agree with it. We are going to devil's advocate. For those of you that don't know, I am in my second year of law school, so I'm trained to have to think on both sides. But today we are going to have to think positive. Any one of us who criticizes this take negatively is out. Loses the point, and is out. Okay? That's the whole point of the take. So, this is the terrible take of the week. And this also goes to you guys in the comments. You guys can also put in your little feedback, and we'll obviously read it out and discuss with you. So, are you guys ready?
Ready.
This one I actually took from ChatGPT. This is not from a tweet. This is not from a video. This is from ChatGPT. And ChatGPT said, the Attitude Era was the only good era of WWE. And everything since then has been garbage. I'm going to read it out again. The Attitude Era was the only good era of WWE, and everything since then has been absolute garbage. Let's talk.
Oh my goodness.
Christy wants to criticize.
I'm trying to hold it in. I'm trying to. I want to, but I'm holding it in. I just
hold
know
it in,
I don't want
ladies.
to get
Hold it
booted
in.
out of this. I'm
We are
holding
playing
it
devil's advocate here.
in. Boss, is he a kid?
We're gonna say that's the whole point of the
Zipping it
game.
right
All right. Whilst I let you guys think, I'm gonna give my take on this, right?
Go for it.
I want to criticize them so bad.
Oh Lord.
They have a point in terms of establishing where we are right now, especially with the male roster.
Yep.
A lot of the people on the roster now resemble the people back then. I'll give an example of, Austin Theory. The Attitude Era did well in paving the way for what it is right now.
Yes.
Especially promo work. A lot of the promo work right now resembles a lot of the promo work that happened back then, excluding, all the swearing and the little vulgar
the vulgar stuff.
But essentially, I would say that ChatGPT has a point in terms of promo work and character building.
Yep. That also established superstars like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, who each 100%. Became huge stars during this particular period in wrestling.
100%. What about you, Sha? What do you think?
Yeah, you look back at the Attitude Era as like one of those amazing things.
Ooh. Well, while Shah gets back into it, Christy, what do you think? Especially when it says everything since then has been garbage.
I will agree to a certain extent because it feels like it got watered down as soon as WWE went into the PG era. It's almost, but then again, you hear criticism of Vince McMahon trying to recreate that Attitude Era when he really cannot, because that was such a special moment in time for WWE, especially. I think they were going up against WCW when that whole thing started.
I think I agree with the garbage section when you think about the audience reaction. Why am I hearing automated audience responses? If you bring a promo from let's say 2001 and a promo from now, right? And you hear an audience reaction from 2001, it's so real. It's so raw. It's so authentic.
It is.
And
whereas
I feel like
now it's all like you hear crickets pretty much.
Not even just crickets. The only time you hear that, response is when someone comes back.
Yeah.
SmackDown, for example, when The Rock came.
Yeah, when The Rock came back.
I only hear like authentic responses when WWE goes international. A prime example, British fans. Us British fans, we can really shake up the room.
Oh yeah.
I think everything audience related has been garbage since the Attitude Era, because we don't have that authentic feeling, of wow.
Yeah.
I'm at a live show right now. Yeah. What about what are the comments saying? What's everyone in the comments saying? I want to hear what people in the comments are saying. Remember to be positive. Remember to be positive. Don't.
Come on, join in, people. Let's know your thoughts on what happened.
He's just applauding.
He's applauding.
Are we right? Are we wrong? Let us know. What do you think?
What's everyone saying in the comments? Because ChatGPT says everything since the Attitude Era has been garbage. So what do you guys think? I'm trying so hard.
It's crickets in the chat here.
I have so many negative points in my head.
And then I don't think that's really true. Especially look at the in-ring stuff since the Attitude Era. I think it's grown and grown and grown especially with the amazing talent from multiple different promotions, whether it be AEW, WWE. Whether it be Mexico YouTube can. It's improved so much since then. To think that it's like negativity and that there's no good stuff, but then since then, is it really true though? Like, I mean, they've improved so much since then, so it's like,
Do you know what I miss about the Attitude Era? We didn't have social media.
No, we didn't.
We had the likes of what? MySpace, Facebook. But even so, we didn't have social media. I feel like social media has like negatively impacted WWE now. I mean, not just WWE, but wrestling now in particular. And if we actually think about it, back then, people didn't have an opinion on the world of wrestling. There was very little journalism. There was very little spoilers. The only time you could actually probably get a spoiler is if it's in the newspaper or something like that.
Yeah.
When Vince went public and when he went PG in 08, 09, it went to shit. And when you micromanage way too much, look at the BS, and let alone the fact for a long time. Exactly. That's exactly.
This is Eric's making the point right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna introduce a new segment.
It did ruin it.
Comment of the week goes to Eric. That right there.
Yeah.
That right there sums up everything. We didn't have social media back then.
Yeah.
So and Twitter or X, as what is known now, didn't exist back then. It was just a thought in someone's head at the time.
100%. Yeah. If The Rock came back, you wouldn't know until you watched it for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have known he was there until his music hit, and then
100%. Or you probably wouldn't have known unless you had a really shitty friend that wanted to ruin it for you and tell you.
Spoilers for saying, "Oh, The Rock's coming back." Okay,
but now I have to avoid social media at all costs. So that I remember when I was finishing high school, I didn't watch WrestleMania because I had an exam the following day.
Yeah.
I did not switch on my phone the whole day because I need. This was WrestleMania 38. I did not switch on my phone the whole day because I knew if I switched it on, I would know what happened. What was the last show?
Oh yeah.
What was it? Backlash. Yes.
Yeah.
I cried my eyes out on the plane because I was coming back from my holiday and I accidentally opened Twitter.
And you see a whole bunch of things. It's like this happened at Backlash, this happened at Backlash, this happened at Backlash.
The whole show got ruined for me. So I 100% agree. I feel like everything since then has been garbage in terms of, spoilers and the lack of authenticity when it comes to knowing what's happening on the shows. You have people, like Fightful telling you that, the boogeyman is coming back. Why are you telling me that? I don't want to know.
Like, excuse me, Sean Ross. It's like, excuse me, Sean Ross Sapp, shut your mouth.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know?
And I genuinely want to know how this has benefited the era that is here now, except create a bunch of fake fans.
Yeah.
And
fake fans who think they know it all.
Eric, thank you for bringing that back.
Yeah.
But I believe the golden era, the Attitude Era, and the Ruthless Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era was the best eras in WWE. 100%.
Those weren't too. I mean, those were good eras as well. Golden Era and the Ruthless Aggression one was as well.
Although
I think the Attitude Era is, I think, the one people tend to remember the most.
Although I am a youngster and don't really know much about those eras, 100% true. I forgot to mention clowns like Alvarez and Meltzer, etc. Spoil thing, or he'll take the t-shirts and a flush known as Vince.
He's got a point.
That is slippery. That is
good.
Slippery.
PG and reality are, I agree, Eric.
You
add Total Divas and then
you guys didn't like Total Divas?
I wasn't much of a fan of Total Divas, to be honest. I mean, it was through that show I got to like the Bella Twins and Natalia.
Yeah.
Got to know Saraya when she was Paige, but it was definitely not my favorite show.
I genuinely wish they would bring it back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Bobby.
I don't know.
Bobby's laughing.
I mean, I don't know. Is it like really necessary to bring it back, though? I mean,
no,
it ran
its course.
But I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm by myself. Oh, all right.
No. Don't bring up Total Divas up, please. I'm still biting my retinas almost 10 years later.
Oh my god.
Really? Is that how everyone feels? Maybe because I'm young and I love reality TV shows that when like my favorite promotion made one, I thought the world of it. But I just think now with the roster that we have now, it will be less messy. I mean, now that we no longer have the likes of Cameron and Paige, it will be a lot less messier. I don't know.
I feel like it still could be messy though. Burning, not bite.
Burning his retinas.
Wow.
I still think it would be messy though. I mean, I don't know.
It's a reality TV show. But I didn't know people felt that way. Oh, I feel awkward now.
I mean, I was already watching other reality shows before Total Divas.
I feel so awkward. But no, guys, between you and me, you guys did absolutely well. I really thought you guys would get lost in the soup and thought negatively. I gotta make this harder. Next week, I'm gonna bring a hard topic.
Yeah, I'll try to make it hard.
Next week, I'm gonna make so sure that I make this so difficult. It was pretty easy, but guys, this has been Tiri's Terrible Takes, all about playing devil's advocate and spinning a positive view on the most horrible takes ever. So this week we spoke about the Attitude Era, and who knows, next week I might bring a tweet, I might bring a TikTok video, I might bring a promo. We never know. So stay tuned for next week. And if you can, comment below down who you think had the best point of the week, and we'll celebrate that person somehow, somewhere. So yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
this is the end of the road, girls. End of the road, girls. So it's our victory lap. Now we get to plug our socials, where we can find everybody.
Stop. Have a time. Every time you see me, the hammers just go hype. I'm going overboard and the magic on the mic. Now why did I ever stop doing this?
Essentially, this has been great, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know about you guys, but I was so nervous to be coming back. I am so happy to be back. You guys can find me on Instagram, The Legal Fighter, and on Twitter, I'm known as The Legal Fighter 11. Interact with us, message us, tweet, all of that. What about you guys?
Well, you can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok at Writing Cat. I'm on YouTube. I talk other things, and catch me later on with the one and only Mr.
Eric.
J for this season. Yes, Mr. J, Eric, the season premiere of the Wrestling Asylum, where I become Miss Hart.
Looking forward to
of
that.
The Wrestling Asylum. Yes.
What about you, Shah? Where can you find?
You can find me at Twitter. You can find me at MoxCrew2021. You can find me at Instagram at Charlene.Kadia. Hopefully, I can get my tech issues majorly solved. I apologize to my fellow girls. Congratulations for carrying the load today. But I will try to get these tech issues fixed by tomorrow. Apparently, we have the tech person coming in tomorrow to fix our internet issues tomorrow morning. So hopefully by next week, everything will be back to normal. So I apologize and everything. But great show.
So much for watching. We have been BlackHarts Angels, and we cannot wait to see you guys next
Mr. J, I can't wait to fry Mr. Dave Meltzer.
Oh no.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
And this is not the end of the show. In about a couple of hours, 6 p.m. EST, we've got the Wrestling Asylum with our girl Christy and our guy Eric the Joker. So please,
check them out
and come back.
We're gonna be good.
Bye, guys.
It's gonna be entertaining.
See you guys later. Lots of
See
love.
ya.
Bye.
Peace out. Hey.